Volunteering in a Canadian context is giving your time without pay to a good cause. So you can volunteer with many different non-profit organisations. You can do things like mentoring young people, perhaps helping with gardening. You can help at a local community centre, or even do things like assisting with events such as fundraising events and galas. So there are lots of different ways to volunteer, and essentially it's about finding something that you're interested in and really motivated to do. So if you're looking for volunteering opportunities, you can do so in a number of ways. One of the best ways to do so is to actually contact your local volunteer centre. The best place to start is to go to www.volunteer.ca, and that's Volunteer Canada's website, which actually has an entire list of all of the different volunteer centres across Canada. Volunteer Toronto is the local centre for people living in Toronto, but there are many more centres like us around Canada. Another way to actually get involved is simply to look around your local community and to see if there are any local non-profits that are near you. You might want to help in a local church, perhaps a community centre, even a food bank that's nearby. It's just a case of looking around you and seeing what's available. Alternatively, you may want to go onto a site like Get Involved. That's also run by Volunteer Canada, and that has a number of volunteer opportunities across Canada. One of the many benefits of volunteering for newcomers is simply the opportunity for them to actually get Canadian experience. This is something that a lot of newcomers find a problem when they first move to Canada. It can be quite hard because actually getting a paid job often asks that you actually have Canadian experience to offer in the first place, and getting that experience is often quite a challenge for some newcomers. So volunteering is a great way of getting such experience. A lot of agencies are able to offer opportunities where you can get involved and perhaps do something similar to what you doing in your home country. Another great opportunity for you as a newcomer in terms of volunteering is that it's a great opportunity to meet new people, really connect with the local community, find out what's happening around you, and also to actually practice your English skills. Just volunteering in a local non-profit will help you find out a lot more about Canadian culture and actually to learn about what's happening around you and in your city as well. When looking for a volunteer opportunity, it's really important to think about what kind of volunteering you'd like to do. So perhaps if you're looking at volunteering as a way of helping you to get a job, you might want to look for volunteer opportunities that are actually somewhat related to the kind of jobs you're looking for. So for example, if you are a qualified accountant in your home country, you might want to look at organisations that have opportunities for accounting assistants perhaps, or looking for people to join their finance committees. Something that's essentially related or has some of the transferable skills that you actually are looking for in a paid job, you should look for in volunteering. Essentially, when looking for a volunteering opportunity, you really want to look for something you will enjoy and will actually help you as well. So being a bit specific in terms of what you're looking for will definitely help you, and it means that when you do get your volunteer opportunity, you will find it useful and meaningful as well. One thing that is important to actually remember though is that volunteering doesn't always lead to being offered a paid job at the organisation that you're volunteering at. Sometimes this does happen, and it's great when it does happen, but often it's important to be aware that volunteering is often just about gaining skills, building on your existing skills, and really getting that experience. It's important not to expect that after volunteering for some time that you will be offered a paid job, because that's just not always possible at organisations. It's really about gaining the skills and then using them to get a job where possible. To include your volunteer experience in your resume, it's important to list it just like any other position, particularly if it is very much related to your career choice. So mention that it is a volunteer position, how long you're working there, but definitely put down lots of detail in terms of what you're actually doing and the kind of tasks that you were actually part of whilst volunteering in the organisation. That will essentially help the reviewer of your resume understand what you're doing as a volunteer, and they will see it just as important as any of your other paid experience as well. When volunteering, it's important to remember to treat the volunteer opportunity professionally. So it's important to be reliable, be punctual, do what's asked of you as long as you feel comfortable with it. And if you do have any problems or any queries, to be open and honest and speak to the volunteer coordinator about it. Volunteering opportunities are great ways of getting good references. So it's important to present yourself in a good way, and remember that it's a good way of actually building contacts and making friends there as well.